Alright, I was just gonna hop on and do this video. Really wasn't sure what it was gonna be about, but I keep thinking about the visualization stuff, and it's kind of embedding in my brain here. And I feel like it's the more that you can see the person you want to become, like the way they act, like if you are already that successful person that you want to be, if you're already in that job that you want to get, or you're already like anything that you want to become, you have to see it first and then think about what that person would be doing. Like, what actions were they doing? What would their behaviors be? How would they speak to people? How would they react to people? Or maybe instead of reacting, maybe how are you going to respond to people? Like with anything, like sports, the player you want to become. What do you want to do? How do you want to rebound? How do you want to shoot the ball? How do you want to, attack the game? What do you want to learn about the game? Like any kind of thing that you're trying to learn, you got to get some of these details in of what that scene, what that image would be, and really get into it. Like, feel it, see it as if it is already happened. Because when your brain and your being will start to feel that, and when it starts to feel it, then you'll start to do these things. Like even before I started this video, I did my meditation where I visualized myself being the successful person that I want to be. And then, like, vision yourself sitting here doing these videos, sitting here doing the research, sitting here, uh, I don't know, anything that this would take. Like, hmm, love it when the train of thoughts gets a little mixed up, but that's all right. That's part of it. So, like all these, like I saw myself being successful. I saw myself being the person I want to be, which is to help other people, to help show people that it just takes time, it just takes the work, it just takes the repetition. You're gonna have, two steps forward, one step back. It's not always gonna seem like it's working, but you have to have that faith that it is because you can't give up. That's the problem, is that when you don't see all the results as fast as you want, we're an instant gratification society where we want all the results now instead of like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, 3 years, whatever. Like I started doing this stuff probably over 3 years ago now, and for sometimes I don't see how far I've actually come. But 3 years ago, I was scared, whatever, I would never do any of these videos and I wouldn't post them and I wouldn't share all this stuff or like have the vulnerability to talk about all this stuff or trust in myself that I am capable of doing all this stuff. So I've been there. I've been there through the times of wondering if I was ever going to do anything or and I still have those doubts. I just had them. I have them every day. We all do. It's part of being a human being. We just can't get down on them, and we have to realize that any little thing we do can add up. And that was one of the other things I was thinking about is that sometimes we look at the top of the mountain and we think, how are we going to get there? And it looks daunting because it's a hell of a journey to get up there. But then it's like every little thing keeps adding up. Every meditation, every book you read, every person you help, any little thing you do, exercise, learning about this, eating better, trying to get more sleep, doing some stretching, like any little thing that will help benefit it, doing super brain yoga. And a couple other things that Jim Quick taught me with like how to like wake up your brain, and it's crazy because when you do it, I'll probably do a video and show how to do it, but like these techniques actually like make you feel different, and it's even these meditations, they make you feel different. But then we get down because we have really like one day I have like today was a really good meditation, but then other days they're not as good, so it's a little bit different. But uh, and I think thing's starting to bother me. What is that thing over there? So there's a thing on my computer, it's flashing. So I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Does it mean my storage is almost up? Because I don't want to do this whole video and then all of a sudden not have it be enough room for it to stay. But anyway, but yeah, like any little thing uh, adds up. And there goes the train of thought again. So it's just there. Yeah, like one meditation one day is really good, and then the other one's not as good as the other one. But then all of a sudden, the next one's even great. Like, but it's the continuous building and stacking, and that's the thing is stacking good habits, good behaviors, good what is that called? Like good habits, you know, like getting in the habit of waking up every day, doing meditation, doing some learning. Because I have noticed like my days, like if I get up, I do my meditation, I do my journaling, and then I like watch some sort of educational thing, it kind of gets the brain, it kind of gets the day going better. And then the days that I don't do that, I notice the days don't go as good. So it's almost like when you create those habits, because some people call it the hour of power, where you move for 20 minutes, you meditate for 20 minutes, and then you learn for 20 minutes. And it kind of starts your day off in a good way. So I usually like, I'll watch a YouTube video or just 20-minute video, you know, do my meditation. If I do my meditation first, I'll watch a 20-minute video, then I'll do some of my questions and just write and that's the thing, the habit of writing. I didn't do this 3 years ago either, and I've done it every day for over 2.5 years now, and it's just developing those habits that become ingrained in your body, and then you get used to doing them, and then don't get like sometimes you falter, like I was saying. I faltered a little bit ago where I stopped doing that hour of power stuff for a while, and then I realized that my patterns and my like behaviors and my habits just weren't as good for the last few months while I was building this place and doing this. So now I'm trying to create the momentum back, because that's the thing is sometimes, like a ball, it's sitting there and it's just sitting there at rest until you start to push it a little bit and get it rolling. And that's the same thing with momentum, even just do something little every day, just something little, and then the more you keep doing little by little, stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh hey, let's get on here and do a video. Oh hey, let's do a better meditation. Oh hey, let's start working out more. Hey, let's pay attention to what we're eating. It's more about paying attention in the moment to what it is that you're doing, and then stacking on each habit and creating more. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to hop on and do this. It was in my brain, and I think, I think sometimes you just got to do it in the heat of the moment. Like there would like, uh, was it Jim Rohn or something said like when the fire's hot, the fire of the idea is hot, go do it. So that's why I was kind of like seeing through this thing of trying to like encourage people to create new habits and not to give up, because it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, you might see a big breakthrough, but like that success you see somebody have usually comes little by little by little, and then all of a sudden that breakthrough comes. It's like tap, 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 and then all of a sudden, boom, and all of a sudden you're there. And sometimes you never think you're going to get there, but you're still got to keep grinding, keep learning, keep doing it, and just never give up. So I think that's just my message, is to just never give up, man, no matter what it looks like. Just try to keep seeing it, keep feeling it, keep doing it, keep visualizing yourself. The more you visualize yourself doing it, man, I'm telling you, I've been doing this for a little over 2 weeks, and it's getting more powerful and more powerful, and it gets more ingrained in your body. It's like anything you do. You don't bench 500 pounds by lifting 20 pounds one time. You got to build that muscle, and keep doing it. This is building the mental muscle. Keep seeing these visions in your head. Keep feeling how you would feel when you are that person, because you will become that person. There's a lot, I mean, it seems like manifestation's a lot of word that's thrown out there, but if you learn how to do it correctly, you can manifest almost anything that you want. But you got to put the work in, and you got to want to do it. You got to have that burning desire to get it done. You got to want to get it done. You got to just, you know, and just go after it and do whatever it takes, however long it takes, whatever you got to do. I mean, we're fully capable of doing more as human beings than we ever thought we could. We just got to believe it first. If you don't believe something, you're not going to try to learn the things that you're going to need to succeed. If you want to succeed, you got to put the work in. You just got to go after it. It's not going to come to you. Maybe it will, but but you have to do something to create the momentum and create the habits to create and manifest that vision that you have. You got to see it, you got to want it, and you got to go after it and never give up. And if you get knocked down, I've been there, man. I've been through periods of my life where I've just been down on my luck here and there, where I've just kind of haven't been myself for a little bit. But then I'm always able to find, I might lay on that mat to a 9 count, maybe an 8, but anyway. And then you always got to get back up and keep trying. You just, Tony Robbins says the best. If it doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. And you keep adjusting your pattern or adjusting your strategy until you find that stuff that works for you. And now I'm seeing this visualization stuff and imagining and keep doing it and seeing myself as that person. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I am becoming that person because I am. So that's my short message for today. Uh, Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, have a good one.